Hello, and welcome back to the Fire Emblem playthrough. Me, the Johnny Monkey.
And me, Sven the Crusader.
Last time, bandits came back after us to try and get their reputations back, and now they're reduced to one bowman, one mercenary, and a big guy.
Yeah, not really a successful operation.
And now we're down to just a mercenary and a big guy.
Yeah, definitely not much of a successful operation on their parts.
No. Yeah, this mission is, to be honest, pretty simple, especially with the help you get in terms of the magic units.
Yeah, you can pretty much kick all ass in short amounts of time.
Yeah, and there again, Sarah, a useful unit with a really unbearable personality.
Yeah, left. We don't mention her.
We try not talk about her when we can. But also on the anyway, sorry, I was distracted by all the pretty lights. The only other thing to note on this map is the armory on the far right corner, where Saint's about to visit it now. Basically, you can buy all the long range weapons such as a hand axe, iron bow, and javelins, etc.
Yeah.
I would say buy the javelin for either the Cavaliers or the or Florida, as I'm tempted to give it. That sentence even makes sense.
I didn't know how to respond to that.
Yeah, basically I'll give it to Florida. That's pretty. And this guy with the intimidating name of Bug is, the same as every other bandit boss you can find.
Yep.
Technically, I could have gone in with Lynn, but I decided to use Orcus and Urk in this, because frankly, they need the experience.
Yeah. Beating on the bandit with the terrible name. Fun times.
Yeah.
Beware the purple shorts!
I'm sorry. Sorry, that one just caught me off guard. But, yeah, this guy is really easy to defeat. In fact, what's even more pathetic about him is that there are so many long-range units in this map, but he doesn't actually move or respond to them in any way. So essentially, if you want to give Will or Urk some experience, just pretty much have those two well on him and he won't do anything to move.
Yeah, you'll basically crush him like a bug.
I'm surprised I didn't make that joke myself, frankly. So anyway, yay! We won the unbelievably simple battle.
You know, just for the fun of it, I'll mention that he may or may not have had a worse name in Japanese. It was Bag.
Okay! That is just weird, right?
Well, it's not as bad as the one boss in Fire Emblem 10, Septimus in English, Nose in Japanese.
Huh. Everyone seems to complain about the English name changes. I don't...
Yeah, Nose. I don't know why people agreed with that name.
I don't know. No, I'm surprised that guy's mother even picked it. I'm surprised the game designers picked it. Maybe it's on that weird Japanese context and English words are awesome, and thus we have to shove them into every single thing we can.
Oh, maybe, but either way, that is one of the worst names I've ever heard.
True. And there are better words they could have shoved into me.
Yeah, although I will say Bag is not one of them, so let's hope they don't do that again.
Yeah. And, basically, for those of you who are interested in what was happening in that cutscene, Sarah basically invites herself into the group, and then Urk kind of goes, oh, jeez.
Yeah, just basically follows along due to having no choice in the matter, the poor guy.
Yeah. And here we are, back with our big bad, Lord Lundgren.
Yeah, to be honest, he's not that impressive a villain to me, so...
He is kind of generic as they get. It's got Another odd analogy he uses, they both cling on like a drowning man to a rock.
That is kind of interesting, because I really have no idea how to respond.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not even sure if that's a good line or just a really terrible one. But anyway, yeah, this is the cutscene for our first mission, where basically introduces quite a lot of characters, including one fan favourite, if my memory serves.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
And one of my personal favourites, even if he is kind of... Anyway, I'll say that for later. So, yeah, the summary of this situation is that they're in this really big city called Alfred, and they're hoping to get help from the Marquess of the region.
Yeah, pretty simple.
And... yeah, it's a kind of slow start, but basically...
yeah, there's not much to talk about.
Yeah, in all honesty. Most of the dialogue is pretty perfunctory anyway, so the only other things that... again, it's kind of a nice interaction between the knights at the end, when because unfortunately Sven's gonna get put down again.
Oh, the poor guy is basically the running joke of this entire playthrough.
Yeah, and yet for some odd reason, a lot of people... and yet, ironically, people often say he turns out to be the better unit.
Yeah, and I will agree with that assumption.
That is true. And let's see, we're just peacefully strolling to the castle. What could possibly go... oh wait, it's burning.
Yeah. Oh, what could possibly go wrong? Oh wait, it's Fire Emblem.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, but what amazing twist, it's not bandits!
Yeah, these guys are actually potentially professionals.
Yeah, they're actually soldiers, and they're going straight for them, and not actually...
yeah, but they're soldiers, and this guy is Soldier A.
Yeah. And here's the moment several shippers were born.
Yep. Although, for pretty obvious reasons, because I can see where they're coming from.
Yeah, and to be honest, I'm one of them. Yeah, this character's name is Raph, and his unit is a nomad, which is basically like an archer but with a bow. That's really all I can say. And yeah, like Lynn, he's from Sake, so...
Yep. Pretty self-explanatory, although he is a badass.
He's a badass. Unfortunately, he has a kind of a bland personality, but yeah, I still kind of like him overall.
Yeah, and his character design is awesome.
Yeah, I will definitely agree with you there. So, yeah. Basically, this dialogue is setting up the two things. One, kind of develop a bond with each other because, you know, they're both from Sake, and the main objective for this mission, which is an odd one to say the least, there are 3 switches that open the doorway to the castle, which means that once we find all said switches, they can open the door and rescue the Marquess.
Yeah, and the task of the mission, finding them.
Yeah, pretty much, and I think it's the only mission, the switch-based mission in the entire game, oddly enough.
Yeah, and I will just say right now, one of my favorite characters in the entire franchise, Matthew. He's awesome.
Yes, here is the... yeah, this is his introduction to the level as well. That's basically the main thing that this mission will teach you is how to open doors, essentially.
Yeah, and why Matthew is awesome.
Oh yes, that is also another... So yeah, more dialogue with the explanation. Triggered. Okay, I'll quickly explain what the mission dialogue is going to be in a minute. Basically, the triggers are spaces on the map, which you just need to have a character stand over for one turn.
Yeah. And the really funny thing is, all the characters have different lines if they stand on the switches.
Yeah. Which is kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, I have... for some reason, every single time I play this game, I cannot resist using a different unit every time to use the switches just to see the reactions.
Fair enough. To be honest, I probably end up doing the same. The only reason I don't in this one is because I forget which one's which. Which one's that. Anyway, yeah, here's the introduction for Matthews.
Yeah, and pretty much, if thieves are your kind of characters, you will love him from the start.
Definitely. And, yeah, as actually a good introduction for it, yeah, Matthew is a thief class, and essentially, yeah, he does what most thieves do in RPGs. He can open doors and chests for you.
Yep, very useful, and he's actually not that bad a unit if you use him.
True. So, sorry, I forgot where I was going with that. Anyway, that's almost the end of this part, so that was me, the Jonin Monkey.
And me, Sven the Crusader. Matthew for the win!